Hello, graduates, family members, faculty, staff, community partners, and friends. Welcome to the Excel Center graduation ceremony. And let me be the first to say, congratulations, class of 2021. My name is Kent Kramer, and I am the president and CEO of Goodwill of Central and Southern Indiana. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to speak with you today about what your accomplishments mean to us at Goodwill and how immensely proud you make us each and every day. Please allow me to be one of many to commend you for your amazing accomplishments that led to this exceptional day. You are a trailblazer, you are a champion, you are a scholar, ready to apply your knowledge and experiences to help continue making the communities that we live in a better place. The world may look a little bit different these days, but through it all, you have persevered. Many of you have shifted from in-person learning to online classes with us back in March. You continue to deal with either in-person learning or e-learning challenges throughout the entirety of 2020. We dealt with canceled events, canceled celebrations, and canceled annual traditions. We have all suffered losses of loved ones, seen financial hardships hit close to us, and we've all experienced uncertainty of the future. It's very important to pause as we acknowledge your resilience and grit through this past year, through the beginning months of 2021. And honestly, we all will need to rely on that grit and resilience in the months and years ahead. While we wish we could be celebrating your achievements in person, we are thankful to be sharing this virtual ceremony so that we can all safely keep moving forward and recognize the great work that's been done to help get you to this life moment. In spite of everything, the Excel Center is proud to celebrate hundreds of new graduates this February. Since 2010, we have now supported nearly 6,000 adults towards earning a Core 40 high school diploma. And now you are a part of that family. You are a part of the Goodwill family for life. There have been over 6,500 industry recognized certifications earned by you and your fellow graduates, along with over 7,000 college credits, so that you can keep moving forward to the next steps in your journey. No matter where your next venture is, please know that the Excel Center will always be here for you, rooting for you, cheering you on, and ready to support you. Congratulations once again to the class of 2021. Enjoy your graduation celebrations today and stay well.
Graduates, family, friends, staff, and board members, as the chair of the Goodwill Excel Centers, I want to congratulate you all on a job well done. Every time I go to a graduation, it's a constant reminder to me that I never achieved a goal by myself. There was that family member, staff member, or friend who helped scratch, push, or pull me through that door of success. They may have given me a ride, they may have watched my kids, they may have cooked me a meal, or helped me with that assignment that I just couldn't figure out. They may have given me some encouragement late at night when I didn't want to finish an assignment. After experiencing 2020, I ask you, no, I beg you to pick up the phone and call them or go visit them. If they're on this, hi, tell them thank you. Thank you, Mom. If my mom's here, thank you, Mom, for all you've done. Because last year showed us that family, community, support is more important now than it ever has been before. To be exceptionally good at or proficient in an activity or subject, that is the definition of excel, and that is the reason why we are celebrating today. the ability of each and every one of you to excel in or achieve your goals, your studies, your lives, your communities, and your homes, to excel at all those things. That's what we're celebrating today. Graduates, today, you should not just hold up your head high just because you have your diploma. That is a huge accomplishment, and I congratulate you. But you should hold your head up high because you moved forward. You moved forward when you faced rain. You moved forward when you faced sleet or snow. Or maybe the sun beating upon you and giving you no mercy at all out in the heat, walking somewhere to get to school or whatever you were doing. You moved forward. You should be proud of that because you triumphed. You triumphed in the worst pandemic that we've had in over 100 years. You should be proud because you put your investment in you. No one is going to care for you more than you. No one will ever hold your dreams higher than you. No one will ever hope for you more than you. No one will wish or dream bigger for you than you because you hold the keys to success. So don't ever let a backseat driver tell you where you're going to go or what you're going to do. Kick them out of the car and keep moving down the road because you are made to excel. There is one thing that we all have in common. Regardless of our race, our sex, our age, our financial status, our inherited birth wealth, we all have a begin date and an end date. And right now we are all currently living in that dash mark in between the beginning and the end. I know that seems morbid, and it might be, but I'm going somewhere with this, so stick with me. Graduates, what you should be aware of is today is not the end. It's the beginning of everything, the beginning of your dreams, the beginning of you fulfilling all your dreams. May it be that higher paying job, or being a college graduate, or being the first college graduate within your family, or being able to achieve your master's degree, or better yet, you may even be called doctor, because no one can ever stop you from being called doctor except you. So take on that challenge when someone says, you can't do that. That's not possible because of blank, and fill that gap with, yes, I can do that because today is not the end. Graduates, you have already overcome today. There was probably somebody saying that you would never graduate. This would never happen, but guess what? It has. Because you see, you are your own master. Once you have achieved at this level, you realize there are no physical shackles on us. We are free. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything because you are made to excel. So live daily to excel. Congratulations, graduates. Woo!
Members of the Shelbyville community, distinguished guests from the Goodwill Education Initiatives, parents, family members, and friends. Welcome to the Excel Center-Shelbyville graduation honoring the class of 2020-2021. As we begin the celebration, we will have the current student John Thompson sing the national anthem.
This flag belonged to my grandfather, Bruce Thompson. He was a veteran, and this is our national anthem. Thank you, and God bless. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched we're so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Next, I'd like to thank our outstanding faculty who has invested so much time and energy into these graduates. They have worked long and hard to provide the most robust, high-quality opportunities for each of our students. The team had to adapt quickly to a changed learning environment due to the threats of COVID-19. They demonstrated amazing resilience in transitioning from a face-to-face classroom to a hybrid schedule. It is my pleasure to introduce each staff member of the Excel Center-Shelbyville. Math teacher, Nick Raudebush. Math teacher, Jennifer Heggie. Life coach, Shonda Russell. Manager of Office Administration and Young Learners Child Care Center Director, Hope Fenton. Special Education Teacher and Technology Champion, Maria Brown. English Teacher, Donald Strickland. English Teacher, Stephanie Vertice. Paraprofessional, Amy Cooper. YLCC Manager, Maribel Compass. YLCC Attendant, Lillian Rowe. And the last but not least, College and Career Specialist and Lead Coach, Susan Sheets. This hasn't been the ideal learning environment for our students, including members of the class of 2020-2021. When they came to the Excel Center, they were expecting to learn in the classroom, where the teacher provided face-to-face instruction. Extraordinary circumstances changed everything, and these students adapted. The pandemic has forced some of our graduates to take advantage of virtual instruction only and an online curriculum. The graduates who attended in person were asked to wear masks and to constantly wipe down their areas. These graduates never complained. In addition to completing all the coursework, they earned industry-recognized certifications. These have been tough times, and our graduates have demonstrated the grit that it takes to make it through anything the world has to throw at them. The class of 2020-2021 are intelligent, strong, resilient, and truly inspiring.
What do you do when it's 11 o'clock p.m., your 4 children are at last sleeping peacefully, and you have just finished your homework for tomorrow? If you're Emily Beatty, you probably bake cupcakes to share with everyone at the Excel Center-Shelbyville tomorrow. You don't rely on Betty Crocker to help you make your cupcakes. Instead, you bake 2 to 3 different types of cupcakes from scratch before preparing your icing and finishing your works of art. The next day, you arrive at school and distribute your cupcakes to eager recipients, taking the time to laugh with them, disregarding the fatigue that results from sleeping only 3 hours last night before waking up those 4 little ones and beginning another day in the life of the Beatty family. As you are about to hear as she tells her story, Emily Beatty is a whirlwind of multitasking, and it seems that no amount of responsibility is too much for her. I didn't even mention that in the scene I described above, Emily and her husband actually had 4.5 children, 4 active little ones with different school schedules and 1 little one on the way. With the support of her husband, Emily was able to navigate creating a schedule for their children while allowing herself enough time to excel in every single class she took at the Excel Center-Shelbyville, including her very demanding certified clinical medical assisting class. Emily embraced every challenge, and she thrived while all of us benefited from her baking abilities. It is my privilege to introduce to you Emily Beatty, wife, mother of 5, graduate of the Excel Center-Shelbyville, certified clinical medical assistant, FedEx employee, and soon-to-be college student.
9 years. It had been 9 years since I left high school. I sat nervously in my seat, wondering how this first day would go. Slowly, people began to fill the room as I watched and waited. I looked around the room, recognizing no one. I was on my own, but I knew that I could do it. I had been a stay-at-home mom for almost 7 years. I had 2 little boys and 2 little girls. I hadn't finished high school, and I knew that I wanted to do more with my life as my children got older. I heard an ad on the radio about going back to high school and decided I should check it out. That's how I found out about the Excel Center-Shelbyville. Before I knew it, I was walking in for orientation day. I met a few teachers and the YLCC staff, and I got my schedule. I was nervous and excited to start my journey to become a high school graduate with a professional certification. It flew by. Class after class, even with a daunting schedule, I kept on. This was my typical school day. Get up early, get all 4 kids ready, drop off the older 2 at school, and then head to the Excel Center. Take the little ones to the drop-in center and head to class. After my first class, go get the little ones and head back to the Excel Center to pick up my preschooler and get everyone for lunch. After lunch, take the little ones back to the drop-in center and go to my next class. After class, pick up my oldest from school. This continued until it was certification time. I did a lot of rushing, and it was a hassle at times, but I knew if I wanted to give my family a better future, it would all be worth it. When I was getting closer to graduation, I began looking at the options for certifications. I found the one that I wanted, the Certified Medical Assistant program. This program had a very stringent application process, and not everyone was selected. I applied and wrote my essay, and then I waited anxiously to hear whether I had made the cut. Finally, I received the message. I had been chosen. The next step of my journey was about to begin. When the CCMA program began, I added more to my already busy week. Classes met on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 5 until 8 p.m. While completing the course, I was also required to complete a 160-hour externship at MHP Hospital to get hands-on experience. This was a challenge for me, but thanks to the YLCC, I was able to fully focus on the accelerated coursework. I also made many friends while taking my classes, and one of my great friends watched my children for me while I completed my externship. Sometimes, though, things don't always go as planned, and we had a wrench thrown in right in the middle of the CCMA program, COVID-19. The program was suspended for 4 months, but we didn't let that stop us. Once it resumed, we completed the program in even less time than we originally planned so that we could roll up our sleeves and help relieve the shortage of healthcare workers during the stressful time. I completed my courses and certifications, and I also participated in student council. This helped me to develop leadership skills and give back to the place that gave me so much. As graduation approached, I was hired at MHP UNIV Cardiology Department as a CCMA. I love my job, and I love my coworkers. I have fulfilled my goal of providing a brighter future for my family. I will be forever grateful to the staff at the Excel Center for helping me achieve my goals and making it all possible. I plan to attend college for nursing within the next year and look forward to the next part of my journey. For anyone who thinks they can't do this, I want to let you know that you can, and the Excel Center-Shelbyville will help you do just that, excel.
What do you do when you have already earned 2 Brazilian university degrees, one in business administration and the other in psychology, and you move to the United States where those degrees are not recognized? If your name is Daniela Inacuti, you simply start over by enrolling in an Indiana Core 40 high school diploma program. Your native language is Portuguese, but you are eager to learn English, and you do just that not only by studying the language formally, but also by immersing yourself in mathematics, social studies, science, senior seminar, and other courses. When it is time for you to select a professional certification program, you hesitate just a bit because you still consider yourself to be an emerging English speaker. Finally, you settle on the pharmacy technician certification program, one of the most difficult certification classes offered at the Excel Center-Shelbyville. Did you choose wisely? Daniela is, in a word, exceptional, as you are about to discover through hearing her story. Listen carefully, because included in her story are the results of her efforts in the most challenging course of her high school career in Indiana, the pharmacy technician certification class. In her capstone presentation, a requirement of all Excel Center graduates, Daniela included a quote from Mother Teresa of Calcutta. "We must not allow someone to leave our presence without feeling better and happier." Because of Daniela's presence in Central Indiana, many people are happier. The elderly residents of the long-term care facility where she volunteers, the clients of the soup kitchen in which she serves meals, and the entire Excel Center-Shelbyville family, including me. It is my privilege to welcome Daniela Inacuti to the podium.
Thinking about where I am, I can't forget where I came from. I remember that a little girl in Brazil who lived in her grandparents' house, who played in the street without shoes, and no father, and an absent mom. This graduation in particular means a lot for me, more than I can put in words. It's both the end and the beginning of a successful dream. I know how difficult it is for some people to be able to study. I've been there before and understand it completely. For some time in my life, I couldn't find any reason to move on. Sometimes thought about give up even life. My thoughts was mostly negative. I couldn't find anything positive in my life. But one day, I come across a message by a tourist pastorino. The author wrote, "What matters first is the present moment. What your parents words don't matter. What matters is your now. The present moment is a create of your tomorrow. Your happiness is based on our thoughts today. We are slaves of yesterday, but you own our tomorrow. Pay close attention to the moment. What you're doing now, because your now depends your tomorrow." The message took me out my comfort zone and called me to be responsible for my life at the moment. In another moment, I heard somewhere that we could educate our thoughts, and so I did. Every time I have a negative thought, I try to tend to a positive one until I become a habit in my life. I wasn't simple, and it wasn't like a magic, but it's possible. Gradually, I was giving my life a new meaning. I took everything I thought was bad and tried to get something good. And that was not good, I would at least get a lesson. I started to practice be a gratitude habit. This is also not easy, because when you feel low, you cannot see much to be thankful for. But I can guarantee that little by little, we can find many reasons to be thankful. It's amazing, but science proves that the benefits of the gratitude, and I can say that's working for me. I arrived at the Excel Center without speak, write, or read in English. I confess, I was very scared and looking for an excuse to give up. And then, when I remember, in a second year, the law school in Brazil, I had to give up against my will, because I had no money to pay. And in that moment, I had no reason to give up, although everything was very different from what I knew. It was much better than what I had imagined. The method used at school made me feel welcome and special. The concern to the well-being and success of the student always seemed to me come first. I've mentioned all of the things without mentioning that we paid nothing for it. Someday it will be your turn to give others a hand up. Going to high school here was just a dream, but that first class seemed to give a bird another class. I look like endless move. Classes appear from all sides and all places. I was afraid to retire and not able to graduate. And so the class keep show up, and I did then. I remember see a race on the track on the school wall, and a car with the name, student name on them, show how much distance was left for each student to reach the final stretch. I honestly thought I wouldn't have time to get the finish line. Soon I would have to go back in Brazil. Just when I thought my car was going to cross the finish line, I was surprised the big challenge after all, a pharmacy technical course. I seemed to have entered a new race, but I don't know where to run. I ran anyway, but I felt like I was running in the place, like I couldn't get past on the start on the race. During this pharmacy technical class, I couldn't understand much. I often had to study 11 hours a day. I know I was a privilege to have the time available, but I also know it's a choice. Some days I did not eat, so I couldn't waste the time. But that was easy, because at the time, going out to the food was an option and not a requirement. When I went to business school in Brazil, I have a choice between lunch or dinner, because I couldn't afford both. I had no money for transportation. I walked from home to work to college, and to college from home. Don't think it was closer. But that was no problem either, because I had done this before in other graduation from another course. In the day of the final pharmacy technical test to come, I finished the test with a feeling that I would take 5 more times before I pass. But it was calm, because I had done the best I could. In the days after the national exam, I received an email saying that I have passed. And you can't imagine how grateful and proud I am for that. Sorry. I offer my sincere thank you to everyone at the Excel Center. This place is special because special people are here. I offer special thank you for Mrs. Sarah Weddell, who volunteer your time, part your life, especially to help me. Finally, in Alice in Wonderland, Lois Carr wrote, Alice asked, Cat, can you tell me which way should I take? It depends a lot where you want to go, said the cat. I don't know where to go, said Alice. If you don't know where to go, either way, you do. If I could go back in the time, I would tell her, little girl, don't be afraid. You chose the right way. Everything will be fine. I'm proud of you. For those of you who are watching this video, remember this. When I started here, I don't know how to speak, read, or write in English. If I can graduate, I know you can make your dream come true. Thank you so much to each of you who helped me transform my life for the better.
Graduates, you have not only earned your high school diploma and an industry-recognized certification, but have accomplished those goals with grace and dignity during a pandemic. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Members of the school board, staff, family members, and friends. As the director of the Excel Center-Shelbyville, I hereby declare that the members of the class of 2020-2021 before you have met the goals of their individual learning plans and the exacting academic requirements of the state of Indiana and the Goodwill Education Initiative, and are thus entitled to receive a diploma from the Excel Center. Colin Bates, Core 40 Diploma, NCCER Core Curriculum Construction Certification. Plans to continue employment. Emily Beatty, Core 40 Diploma, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Certification. Plans to continue employment. Paige Blankenship, Core 40 Diploma, Serve Safe Food Protection Manager Certification. Plans to attend a 2-year college. Samantha Brooks, Core 40 Diploma, Magna Cum Laude, Valedictorian, NCCER Core Curriculum Construction Certification. Plans to continue employment. Danielle Inacuti, Core 40 Diploma, Magna Cum Laude, Pharmacy Technician Certification. Plans to continue employment. Stephanie Jacobs, Serve Safe Food Protection Manager Certification. Plans to attend a 2-year college. Sae McCarthy, Core 40 Diploma, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Certification. Plans to continue employment. Basabi Miranda, Core 40 Diploma, Magna Cum Laude, Salutatorian, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Certification. Plans to continue employment. Melody Pruitt, Core 40 Diploma, NCCER Core Curriculum Construction Certification. Plans to pursue employment. Rebecca Rutledge, Core 40 Diploma, Early Childhood Education Certification. Plans to pursue employment. Grace Shepherd, Core 40 Diploma, Cum Laude, Pharmacy Technician Certification. Plans to pursue employment. Bryce Smith, Core 40 Diploma, NCCER Core Curriculum Construction Certification. Plans to continue employment. Gracie Stevens, Core 40 Diploma, NCCER Core Curriculum Construction Certification. Plans to attend a 2-year college. Taylor Wojcik, Core 40 Diploma, Serve Safe Food Protection Manager Certification. Plans to attend a 2-year college. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce to you the Excel Center-Shelbyville Class of 2020-2021. As the Excel Center-Shelbyville Director, by the power vested in me by the Goodwill Education Initiatives Board, the Excel Center community, and the state of Indiana, I now pronounce you graduates of the Excel Center-Shelbyville. To mark this occasion, it is customary for graduates to turn their tassels from right to left. Please do so at this time. Congratulations. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the Excel Center-Shelbyville Class of 2020-2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You are officially high school graduates. My name is Betsy Delgado, and I am the Superintendent of Education Initiatives and the Excel Center. Before you celebrate your exceptional graduation achievements with family and friends, I was hoping to share some final thoughts with you. You are now a high school graduate. It is official. As you proceed to the next chapter of your lives, I offer the following ingredients to feel some success. These are characteristics that we have observed in people and graduates that we've known and worked with over the years. The first is integrity. Keep following through with what is important and right to you. Next, grit and lifelong learning. In the face of adversity and even tragedy, try to remember the reasons you are setting your goals and never be afraid to ask for help. Look after yourself, especially your health, including your social, emotional, and physical wellness, just like we've taught you at the Excel Center. Goal striving, follow your instincts and curiosity wherever they may lead you, and keep broadening your knowledge as an Excel Center graduate. Be a leader, collaborate with others, be bold and take risks, and don't let the fear of failure stop you. Failure is just a part of life. It's another way to learn. Change is a part of life, too. At times it's frightening, but we should see it as a chance to explore and to test our limits. Above all, go out into the world and keep achieving your goals. Be proud of what you achieve. So whatever your next steps, know that we at the Excel Center are incredibly proud of you. We will be here to support you from now forward. We are your family. And we will never stop rooting for you and your success. Graduates, congratulations. You have worked very hard. You deserve to be proud of this achievement and to take this opportunity to celebrate. Good luck and good health to all of you.